Jodie, what did you think of the Motori Italiani?
Loved it, loved it. I got to ride on some really nice bikes and I got to sit in some really nice cars.
You did.
Typical girl answer, of course.
Oh,
but no,
great.
no, very finely finished cars, bikes, everything. Italian, of course.
Of course, and it was proudly organised and sponsored by the
Italian Guide, absolutely.
Thanks to our producer,
Now,
eh?
John Nuicanali from GTstyle.com, he got to see something really, really rare, didn't he?
He did. He got up and close with a Detomaso Pantera, which is a rare car.
Now, what does that stand for? Like, if we had to translate
in
it,
English?
yes.
D. Thomas Panther.
Detomaso Panther. All right, it sounds much more exotic when you say it in Italian.
Oh, that's right. Let's have a look at the Pantera.
This is a Detomaso Pantera GT5S 1989 model. It's extremely rare. It's the blend, the perfect blend of Italian body with American soul. John, you're the owner of this fine creation. I mean, just how rare is this sort of machine?
Well, there's only two in Australia that I know of.
Well, what makes this car so special? What do you like about the car?
What I like about the car really is the way it looks. Whenever you take it out, the looks, and people coming up to me and saying, "Oh, what a beautiful car it is," and it never stops. It's like as soon as you sit in the seat of this car, you turn into an instant celebrity. I like the wide rubber on it.
Apparently this rubber is extremely wide. I mean, just how wide is it?
Yeah, okay. All right. On the rear, they're 345mm wide. And on the front, they're 285mm wide. The front tyres on this car are usually wider than the rear tyres on, say, a Porsche or something like that.
I've noticed that people have come up to you during the show all day. I mean, do people know what it is? Being so rare, there's being only two in the country?
Some people know what they are because there is like an enthusiastic following for the car, but some people sort of look at it and think, oh, is it a Lamborghini, is it a Ferrari, what is it? And then I just tell them the story how in the 70s Ford actually approached Enzo Ferrari to buy his whole factory, and Enzo sort of replied to him, no, you're not going to buy my factory. And then Ford were looking for a competitor car that could compete against the Corvette. And then they heard of another Italian car builder, and his name was Alejandro Detomaso, and he was an ex-race car driver for the Maserati brothers, and he started building cars. And so they approached him and asked him if he could build a car for them, and they could put their motor in it. And then from then was born the Ford Pantera, they called them in the States. And they've got a huge following in the States, like a really huge following, and everyone loves this car. And yeah.
Yeah, everyone here loves the car as well. I mean, the engine is just something unbelievable. To hear it grumble and rumble and listen, but you just fire it up and just listen to it. Are Panteras easy to drive? I mean, the Ford engine is very easy to service, it's very easy to source parts, and so is a lot of the other components of the car. So in general, is it a very easy car to drive around? Yeah,
well, if you can fit in the car, which it's not that hard to fit in if you squeeze in, it's pretty easy to drive. It's got a low centre of gravity, it handles, like I said, it can go around the corner as quick as you want to go around, like as you're prepared to go around.
So how long are you prepared to hang on to the car then?
Oh, I don't think I'll ever sell it. I just love driving it, and I love the looks. I just love the whole car. It's been a childhood dream of mine to get this car, and I finally got it, and I couldn't be happier.
So if you're never going to part with the car, you have a son he's obviously very happy about now.
Yeah, my son's actually very happy about this car. I think he's waiting for me to leave it to him in my will.
John, Detomaso Pantera, what does Pantera actually mean? Is it just a word that's meaningless, or does it actually mean something?
No, Pantera actually means panther in Italian. And
well, how did that come about? The model before, was there any precedence, or was it?
Yeah, well, there was a model before it called the Mangusta, right? Now Mangusta means mongoose in Italian, and the mongoose is actually the natural predator of the cobra. And
the Ford Cobra?
The Ford Cobra, yeah. So...
And Pantera, being panther, is probably out to
actually outrun the prancing horse.
There he goes.
Another interesting thing about this car is there's an emblem at the front, and it looks like a T, but it's actually not a T. It's actually an Egyptian hieroglyph, and it's an eye, and the eye is because Detomaso's wife, her name was Isabella, and it's an Egyptian eye that he put on every one of his cars for his wife.
Very good, John. We admire your knowledge, your enthusiasm. Thanks for bringing your pride and joy to the show.
Okay, no
Thanks for your enthusiasm and talking to us, and very good. Lovely car.